To what extent do we need to go to Mars? In this debate, the proposition team stated that, well, scientific advance will be developed if we develop a mission to Mars. But, well, how can we have this knowledge if we don't support the life we have here on Earth? We need to support this by taking care of what we have now here on Earth. We have to take care of this life by solving the problems we have. We have to notice which are our priorities. Investing in the future was another point. But, well, we believe that we have to invest in the future by solving the problems we have here on Earth that we face nowadays, like building a well-structured healthcare in the US. The proposition team also talked about a possible asteroid, but we cannot defend from an asteroid if we aren't defending the water scarcity, if we aren't supporting campaigns in order to solve the economic crisis and the poverty we have nowadays. No, thank you. The proposition team also talked about an inspiration. Well, what a better inspiration than helping mankind here on Earth by helping and giving the money, not to a mission to Mars, by giving the money to campaigns which support the priorities we have, such as the poverty, the economic crisis, the employment.
On that point, sir.
Yes.
And can't we go beyond that by doing scientific experiments that are impossible to do within the Earth's boundaries?
But in the first argument, we stated that the cost, the solution doesn't come at the first point. When you decide to go on a mission to Mars, the solution won't come right away. There is a several program. The space career lasted a lot of years, and the cost didn't outweigh the benefits, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we believe that resources in other planets isn't a possible solution. Well, we have to save the resources we have here on Earth. We have to support this campaign.
We're not going, sir.
No, thank you. We have to support this campaign here on Earth that saves these resources, such as water. On the second speech, you talked about saving the Earth, but we have to save the Earth from its inside, from the problems we have here. We have to notice which are our priorities. This leads me to the third argument for supporting this case: priorities for humanity. Our objective is to improve the life quality. And, well, the life quality will be improved through the solution of the problems we have: the water, the poverty, etc. But we need solutions, practical solutions. Going to Mars is not a solution. Yes.
When water, a non-renewable resource, ends from Earth, where will you get it from?
Well, we are stating that we need to support the campaigns in order to save the water. We are not going to support expending millions to see if there is frozen water inside Mars. Well, this theory cannot be supported. How can we go on a mission to Mars? Thank you. How can we go on a mission to Mars when, for example, India, that has 30% of extreme poverty of its population, and if India is developing a space program, well, their priority is their people. They need to focus on their people. Yes.
To this space program, they are developing engineering, which will lead to develop infrastructure, which will lead to development of nations.
Thank you. Well, that engineering will feed the people, will give money, employment to these people. No, the only part that will be benefited is the money, is the companies that are investing on this, the government from India, and their priority has to be the people in order to solve our priorities. There are still a lot of things that we really have to look into and better understand before we can commence a trip like this one. How can we put in a priority to find resources on other planets, such as far as the moon Titan? Well, this, as the second speaker stated, is the place that is more common to the Earth, but it is far. Would you take all the population to Titan? It is not possible. And what we keep arguing is, to what extent do we need to go to Mars? Why going to Mars is different than investing in the priorities we have, investing in the technology here on Earth without going to Mars. Our inspiration, and more important, has to be that we save mankind from here. How can we believe that it is better to go to Mars and spending a lot of money on
that point, sir.
Yes?
And aren't all scientific developments based on uncertainty?
Well, what is certainty here on Earth? Why is it then that the goal is to go to Mars, to arrive just to and put the flag on Mars? Well, that is different. That was what is the main concern for the Earth, is to solve the problems we have nowadays. In order to, in the future, have a real investment, a real better future. Not as the one the proposition team keeps saying, that, well, we should go to Mars in order to the engineering, in order to more jobs. Well, this is not certain. This is not a well-structured. The space races are a dead end.
On that point, sir.
Yes.
So a long-term answer is not effective?
Well, what is effective is to solve the problems we have nowadays, in order in the future have more improvements, in order to develop the technology from here. Why is it necessary to go to Mars in order to save Earth?
On the point, sir.
Yes.
What if the technology that's developed for the expedition to Mars actually helps solve the problems here on Earth now?
Well, but this technology can be developed without going into Mars, without saying that, yes, we are preparing a mission to Mars, without spending a lot of money on these manned missions. We need to look after our priorities, the priorities of humanity, which are the poverty, the employment, and to solve the economic crisis we have nowadays. How can countries keep supporting the space races when their population is poor? They have to concentrate and focus on these issues in order to, in the future, save the Earth. To what extent do we need to go to Mars? It is necessary to develop all the technology the proposition keeps telling us. We need to save Earth from its impact. This is why we believe that there are still a lot of things that we really have to look into and better understand before we commence a trip like that. Thank you very much.